Well, good morning, everyone. This video is coming to you in honor of my beautiful grandkitty Dax. If you saw my short the other night where I was sharing my late night meal plan and talking about this cute little sweetheart, she has been experiencing some kidney problems and in medical boarding right now. I just received a call from my son who's in Kansas right now with his sweetheart for a wedding, and I need to pick her up from the hospital today and bring her home. That means I'm a little stressed. And also I'm in the midst of finishing my workout routine. So what better time to actually show you my go-to. I've done this before. I'm going to go into a little more detail of why I'm doing this, how it's worked for me this entire year so far. It's November, it's 2025. If anyone has used kombucha before, maybe you've had great results. Share in the comments below how kombucha has made a difference in your life. I had never even drank kombucha. I'd certainly heard of it, though December 2024, I was in the midst of really struggling with some digestive complaints, and after a 2023 miraculous trip to Teotihuacan, a majority of the people in our group came back with intestinal parasites, and no shame, no blame. Don't know for sure, though, I had never been out of the country before, so who knows what I picked up, though I just became dreadfully ill. And so from 2023 until December of 2024, I was trying to figure out how the heck I could better handle that and also address the additional 10 pounds that I picked up that was causing me a lot of problems. Because if you don't know, hi, I'm Tiffany. I am the founder of Anderson Therapeutics. I am a 60-year-old woman. I'm managing chronic conditions, and I have artificial hips. And so any excess weight, 5 pounds and above, can put up to 25 pounds of pressure on my joints. That can be incredibly harmful. It's very painful. And I thought, okay, I'm going to give kombucha a try. In 1 month, December of 2024, I was just buying the little bottled individual packages that you could get at the grocery store. Now, I'm not a fan of carbonation. And so as I was experiencing healing of my gut, working with my doctor, and losing weight, I was astonished. So by January of 2025, I set some ambitious monthly health goals to get myself back in better condition for some extensive travel this year, since, as I said, April 2025, I turned 60 years old. It was wonderful, and I wanted to be in my best shape possible because my grown son took me to Tokyo, and we spent 2 weeks there, and I wanted to feel my best. And having extra weight on and digestive complaints, I didn't want any of that to hold us back. In the meantime, since I knew I was going to be traveling a lot and the individual bottles, the carbonation, all of that wasn't working for me, I was searching for a solution and something that would travel well, knowing that I was going to be flying internationally. I had a cruise planned. I do a lot of road trips. I work in the field as someone who works in public health. I manage my own business, and finding this one, now there are going to be affiliate links in this video. I will put those in the description because I am coaching people right now as well, and they are actually experiencing great health benefits from this. And as I said, I'm a health educator, so disclaimer, this is cheesy, but it's inexpensive. Don't seek medical advice from me. I am sharing what has worked for me. This has been a personal experience. And what I did when I found this powdered blend that It just goes through TSA. I haven't had any problems with it. I looked at some of the favorite individual bottles of kombucha that I had enjoyed the taste, gotten good results from, and with this one I can avoid the carbonation, plus also have great control over the ingredients that goes in here. Food is medicine in my world. I have been plant-based since 2016, and having something that's really lean and inexpensive, it's essential. And this is really affordable. It often goes on sale. So as I said, there'll be a link below, an affiliate link. Check this out. There's a variety of flavors. Now you can just have it on its own with water. I don't like overly sweet drinks, though what I did is I've customized something that works really well for my taste buds. And I use this in the morning as a way to extend my fast. I don't like to have a heavy meal. I'm still, digesting from the night before. I like to stay pretty empty while I'm working out, and I tend to just eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm satisfied, and never stop. That is one of the tips I got from one of my physicians, Dr. John McDougall, the late great Dr. John McDougall, who created the starch solution. That is the dietary plan that I follow. So in my handy dandy shaker cup, now this is just a basic one for any of you who have shaker cups. This is nothing incredibly fancy, though I have liked this one because the shaker element is actually in the lid and on the top, and then it's got a really strong pop top seal. The cup also came with an added little topper that you could put like supplements and that type of thing. I didn't really need that, so that's just how I'm using this. So let me show you what I do. Super easy, and you get quite a few servings out of this. This is 24 servings in here, so it's just one little scoop. It goes into my shaker bottle. And I knew that there was a lot of brewed tea in the ones that I had purchased before, and I like tea. I have to moderate my caffeine use because I have had problems with my heart in the past. My blood pressure's great now, though I don't want to exacerbate anything. This is just really generic. You can use whatever you like, of course. This is what I like. It's just two little basic black tea bags. I like the ones that don't have tags because after I have just brewed this just in this teeny little, I think this is about a third of a cup of water that I've heated up in the microwave, and then I have brewed these little black tea bags to give me just a little added boost in here. And then I save the tea bags. I'll either use them warm or put them in the fridge, because when I'm stretching later and finishing up on my yoga mat and I, laying down, sticking my legs straight up in the air, heads over here, legs up here, then I put these on my eyes. So any under eye puffiness or swelling, like some people will use cucumber slices. I like tea bags. It's really soothing, and especially when they're warm, it can help if you have dry eyes. I live in an arid, high altitude climate, and so having these is really relaxing. It's very soothing. After the tea, then, and again, this is just a generic brand. It's the apple cider vinegar with the mother. That is the crucial. Bragg's is one of the brands that I also use, though as a mature adult living on my own, I'm on a budget, and this one was much more economical. I just put 2 capfuls of the apple cider vinegar. Now I like the tart tanginess of apple cider vinegar. That ingredient is also helpful for managing blood sugar. This is something that my doctor talked to me about a long time ago. And an apple cider vinegar tonic, just in water, or if you want to have a lemon water drink, that can be really helpful for your liver. And remember, I'm a health educator. I'm just speaking about things that have worked for me, that other clinicians have suggested, and I've gotten really good results from this. Now I've got the tea the kombucha powder and the apple cider vinegar in here. Now I'm just going to add a little bit. This is a low sugar fruit juice. Now some of you might not like these overly processed ones, and you could just add water from here or add any other. If you like carbonation, you could add that. It's really, really versatile. I add a little bit of fruit juice, and I've had this for a while, so the outside's getting all worn off, and I don't fill it quite all the way to the top, because like I said, I don't like an overly sweet drink, and so there's still plenty of room at the top. And then I'm going to finish it just with some cold water right from the tap. And so now it almost looks like it's got a little foamy effect, only because of the vinegar. It's not that there's any type of a active ingredient in the powder, so that's not what's creating a foaminess or bubbles for like a carbonation type of a bubble. So, and from there, then just shake, shake, shake. And like I said, from last year, when I was drinking the other kombucha, I got rid of that extra 10 pounds that was plaguing me, harming my hips, and creating a lot of digestive problems. And that is, let me bring you up a little bit so I can see you. Hello, good morning. Having that excess weight off as an older adult and someone who wants to be very active, maintain my vibrancy, and be able to juggle all the things that I am doing. I'm living alone, I'm working multiple jobs, and I'm very active. I've been able to take long hikes, enjoy Tokyo. Jet lag was tough. This daily drink, I have this in the morning, generally after my coffee or tea, sometimes in place of, if I'm taking a little break from caffeine and just having a little bit of tea in here. I've also used it with herbal tea. It can be any variety of flavors. That's what I love about products like this, that allow you to customize and put the ingredients in that work best for you. I've had this warm. I don't care for it warm, but you can. I've seen reviews where people have made that a warm beverage in the morning, and perhaps you want it a little sweeter. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you checked it out, had good results, what you thought of it, and share what happened. It's been so successful for me that here we are, November of 2025, and I've been drinking this every day, and it has been remarkable that I feel satisfied, I have energy, not having any of the digestive complaints that I had previously, and my doctor's been very impressed and monitoring that as well. I work in partnership with my doctors, and I hope you are as well. Give this a thumbs up if you found it useful. You may have noticed on my videos now there's going to be a little buy me a coffee. I saw another creator suggest that, and I had never heard of that, so that is new to me. Check out the link below, as I said, for the affiliate, a link to my website where you can find free resources, tips, and tools for anyone who is managing chronic conditions like myself. We want to dine well, to age well. Have a good day. Bye.